Here we are.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hey, honey.
So this is episode 3.
Yes.
Which is really episode 1. How many episode 1s are we going to have? Not too many more.
This is the third and final episode 1.
But again, just to recap, the intro, get to know us. The official first was setting the pillars. Do you remember the pillars? You don't.
Why do you do this to me?
Bail you out.
It's hope.
Hope.
It's stewardship.
Yeah.
I always forget the third one, and then it's community.
Okay.
The third one is...
You should pursue memory techniques because the third one is pursuit.
All right.
All right. And...
Yes.
So this is kind of cool. As
pursuit
the listenership knows, if they watch the first one, you don't know the topic.
No, I don't.
So this is really the first topic.
Yes.
And henceforth, I don't say henceforth enough.
Heretofore, hereafter, and
henceforth, we're going to have topics.
Yes.
That's why people are signing up.
So I really expected you to tell me, when you first told me we're going to go over the pillars and then we're going to do the first 10 topics or whatever.
Yeah.
And the first one you're not going to know, it's going to be a surprise. I thought that you meant that you were going to tell me in last week's episode.
That's right.
So I've been all week long wondering.
Okay.
I almost found out yesterday.
Yes.
Somebody left a piece of paper on the printer in the office.
Okay.
And I printed out new paperwork.
Okay. We don't.
And because I run on the honor system, and I do like to be surprised. As soon as I saw the word podcast, I was like,
My office closet is very personal.
No, it's not. I go in and out of it all the time.
You come out of that closet?
What? Where are you going with this?
Anyway.
It's where the printer is.
In the spirit of Columbo.
Oh, my goodness.
We watched a great Columbo.
Yes, we did.
I left you a clue. Last episode.
And one more thing.
Yeah. And at some point, we were talking about this episode, and I said, you're going to be very thankful about this topic.
Gratitude.
Yes.
Woohoo!
So today's topic is gratitude.
Okay, good one.
Why did I choose that?
Because it's really important.
It is, and that's the reason. It's really not in my wheelhouse.
Not normally, no.
No, and I will, full transparency, I am not an expert on psychology and things of this nature, but I really wanted to I'm setting a lot of tones.
Yes, you are.
So gratitude is really, truly the foundation for living your best life. So I said, look, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone, and I immersed myself in this topic all week.
Yes, you did. I saw it.
As you noticed.
Yep.
I like to be informed.
Yes, you do.
There will be some research mentioned here.
Excellent.
Maybe some neuroscience.
There is neuroscience behind it.
How is your anterior cingulate cortex?
It's very well developed because I'm in a state of
I appreciate
gratitude
that.
constantly.
That's one of the reasons I love you. All right. So anyway, gratitude it is. And
gratitude is the attitude.
Okay.
I know you just love when I quip those things.
So what is gratitude? In my studies, what we want to convey is it's not just feeling thankful. And you can chime in anytime, because I know you know a lot about this topic in your pursuits.
Over the years.
Secular pursuits, gratitude. I think you have a rock on your desk that says gratitude.
Actually, one on the nightstand and one on the desk.
You see?
Yeah.
I'm smart like that.
You are. You're very observant.
Like Columbo. In actuality, it's intentional. That's the key word. Intentional recognition and appreciation for the good things in your life. And acknowledging that many of those good things come from outside oneself. So I read that and I said, this sets the stage for needing relationships. Because if you think that you have it all figured out and you're going to live your best life solo, you're wrong. So the fact that you need to not only acknowledge the good in your life, but to recognize that a lot of it comes from outside, exogenous, which people, places, what you observe, I think is a very important point. You agree?
Yes.
Okay. Ultimately, gratitude changes the way we process experiences. And we will go deeper into that. Cheers. Let's first talk about why it's not that simple to just practice gratitude. And there's a difference between being thankful, which is very passive, and practicing gratitude intentionally, which is more of an active activity. So this implies that this can be learned and you can train your brain to do this. But why is it difficult in the first place? Did you know that by evolution always wants to do things to keep us here?
Right.
So our brains have a negative biased wiring.
That I know.
Okay?
Yeah.
Which means we are more likely to see the threat than the blessing.
Right.
Now, this is important.
Yeah.
You're standing somewhere and the saber-toothed tiger is coming at you.
And you shouldn't pet it.
And the beautiful sunrise is on the other side. Be nice to look at the sunrise.
But you have to keep an eye on the tiger.
You really should pay attention to the threat. So anyway, the negative bias designed to improve our chances of survival.
Makes a lot of sense.
But here's what gratitude does. Here's what it doesn't do. It doesn't eliminate that bias. That would be foolish. Gratitude says, keep the bias, but pay more attention to the good things around you. So it's a balance.
So dare I say, gratitude helps us evolve above our natural survival state into actually thriving? Would that be a good way to put it?
Absolutely.
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
You get a lot of credit for that.
And I didn't research and prepare.
All right. So anyway, it doesn't eliminate the bias. It trains the brain to deliberately notice positive experiences. Okay. And we have, you've heard of MRI?
No. Yes, of course.
Do you know what a functional MRI is?
You know what? Maybe you got me on that.
All right.
All right.
So MRI, we know, we send patients all the time, lumbar spine MRI, cervical spine MRI. Okay. Functional MRIs of the brain, and the patient's awake, and the imaging is happening while the person is thinking. So you're actually able to identify parts of the brain that are active based on what that patient is thinking, which is quite fascinating.
It is, absolutely.
When people are practicing gratitude, there are certain parts of the brain that become lit up.
Light up.
And these parts of the brain, we're going to go into a few of those in a few minutes, but they're involved in emotional regulation, decision-making, and social cognition. So again, we go off on tangents. I think that's one of the charming things about this podcast, but we reel it in, and I spell reel it in R-E-A-L because we want to make it real. We always have to tether this to best of your life.
Right.
How could you live the best of your life if you don't have emotional regulation, if you're not making good decisions? So this is the tie-in, gratitude, best of your life.
Makes sense.
We'll elaborate on this further. The trivia question. I know you're thinking about that.
Yes, I forgot. I'm thinking about it.
So here's
Yes,
the trivia question.
Here's the
trivia question. It's clinical.
Oh.
So when you eat a lot of bad food and you feel bloated, sometimes your stomach sounds like
I know it.
a lot of gurgling and all these noises.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, don't say anything.
I'm not, but I'm happy that I know.
What is the clinical term for gastrointestinal gurgling? Yeah, no, we're not asking you that now. Anyway, let's dive into some research.
Okay.
There have been studies throughout the years, which are research studies proving the efficacy of gratitude as it relates to aspects of our health, our life, like mental health, reduced depression, better sleep, lowering stress, cardiovascular health, and relationships. So I'm just going to touch on those. It's important to know that whatever research is out there, it's stronger for the psychological benefits than the physical benefits. So the good studies over the years really looked at psychological well-being, this kind of stuff. The physiologic benefits like lowering stress and cortisol and blood pressure and cardiovascular improvement, it's more of an indirect correlation, not causation. There's a difference. So I just want to put that out there.
Okay.
So I came across, this is like a great study from last year, 2025, the author Choi, and this is a really good study. And at some point, we're going to talk about research, levels of research, what people think research is, what it's not. Research is not sitting at your computer for 3 hours and watching YouTube videos. Research, you got to get into the science sometimes. And if you can't understand it, there are ways for you to simplify this. Okay. But a really strong study is a meta-analysis. And in 2025, this study examined 145 studies. So they looked at 145 separate studies from 28 countries and then collected all the data and the conclusions. And the conclusion was gratitude produced measurable improvements in well-being, namely improved happiness, greater life satisfaction, more positive emotions, reduced depression.
Nice.
Don't those things sound essential
To living the best of your life.
best of your life?
Absolutely.
And then one other study that I'll mention specifically, it's the Emmons-McCullough study.
Okay. What year was that done?
This was done in 2003,
Okay.
very important year for me. The birth
The birth of your dearest daughter,
was
Nadia.
born
February
Valentine's
14th.
Day, 2003.
Love baby.
Now, this study, from what I've read, is like the official study that launched the scientific study of gratitude. It put gratitude on the scientific map. And even though it's more than 2 decades old, it still remains foundational.
Mm-hmm.
Gratitude can be intentionally cultivated. So this is an important message here. This is something you can learn and practice.
Yes, yes.
It isn't just a what? Okay.
Go on.
It isn't just a personality trait.
Right.
Like you see grateful people, oh, he's grateful, and he was born like that. No, well, maybe,
Maybe.
but you can cultivate that.
Right.
Now, another message from that study. At the end of the day, it comes down to small, consistent activities and practices. And if we take a step back, everything we talk about works only if it's consistent.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be a quantum leap. Small steps in your diet, in your exercise, in the way you small improvements over time, consistently
Consistent.
done,
Yep.
are going to make the biggest impact.
We talk a lot about that in our Monday motivational quotes. It's always talking about not perfection, but consistency. If you go back and look at the quotes that we put up every Monday, there's consistency in our message about consistency.
Very good.
Thank you.
Wow.
And I do have a practical application of all of this if you'll allow me to share it at some point.
You'll get your chance.
All right. Just making sure.
Sit there patiently with gratitude. This is a key line. Sometimes the first step, making the best of your life, isn't changing your circumstances. It's changing what you choose to notice. We talked about this last week. There are people that are going to say, what are these people talking about? Best of my life? Are you kidding? Do you know what I'm going through right now? I get it. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be that you're going to change your circumstances overnight, but you always have the power to choose what you want to notice.
What you focus on.
Anything you want to add to that?
Well, it's true. What you focus on grows. So you can choose to look at the bad, or you can choose to find the good in every situation. There is always something good in every situation. So if you continue to be more open to that idea, you change how you think about things. And that's a very simple way of putting it.
And then just to finish up the topics where there has been some research, gratitude improves sleep. So people go to bed sooner, stay asleep longer, okay? And you know what the mechanism is? It's so simple. How should one go to sleep?
What do you
mean? The mental state.
Oh, yes. Calmly, finish for the day, maybe look back and see what was good about the day.
Right.
Relaxed, give thanks.
So if you're going to bed ruminating
Worried
over unfinished business and gratitude practice right before, we're going to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
You have less cognitive arousal, and you're able to go into sleep easier.
Yes.
And of course, we mentioned there's evidence that gratitude deactivates the stress response. Now, this is something we know. At some point, we're going to do an episode on the nervous system, and we're going to talk about the autonomic nervous system, the balance between sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic, as you probably know, fight, flight. Parasympathetic, rest, digest. Well, it turns out people that practice gratitude have more of a parasympathetic component to their autonomic nervous system. There's a way to measure that. And I wish we had a lot of time to go into this, but have you heard of heart rate variability?
I have.
Do you know what it is?
I can't sit here and give an exact definition, but I am aware of it.
Real quick, heart rate. So let's say your heart rate is 60. And a lot of people think it's 1, 1, 1. So 60 beats in 60 seconds. Believe it or not, that is not a healthy heart rate. That's a sympathetic nervous system dominated heart rate. A healthy heart rate, and this is where heart rate variability comes in.
As I take a deep breath while you talk about it.
So it'll be, instead of 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, it'll be 0.9 of a second, 1.1 second. A little less, a little more. So there's variability. That is a measure of autonomic nervous system balance.
You know who had a really good heart rate variability?
No.
Ace.
He did?
He did.
Oh.
I used to lie on his, and I would hear, and I would wonder why it was doing that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Our dog was very good.
He lived and you know what? That dog had more gratitude for you just by the way he looked at you.
Don't make me cry.
All right, let's not,
I miss my dog.
I miss him too.
Anyway.
Improved cardiovascular health and obviously improves relationships. So these are the topics that research has looked at in terms of, gratitude. What are the benefits? I don't know if we're going to have time to go into the neuroscience.
Oh, that's fun stuff,
so
though.
I might.
Okay.
I might jump into that. What we're doing here is, and I want this to be the structure for all future episodes. We're going to come up with a topic.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing we're going to do is identify how it relates to best of your life. And, we tried to do that so far. But then action steps. We want to give people, I don't know that we're going to do a best of your life challenge. I don't know about challenges, but we want to give people, what could you do? So so in my reading, I came up with and that's the other great thing. Gratitude practice does not have to be very complicated. In fact, the two that I'm going to mention are 5 minutes.
I can't wait to hear them because
one is called 3 Good Things, and another one is called 3, 2, 1. Do you know them?
I'm just waiting for my time to talk.
Go ahead. You go. You go.
I do believe the 3 good things is what I practiced for a very long time, and I think you know that. So, practical application of replacing negative thoughts with positive thoughts. Start first with what I was taught as a brain dump. So, like you said, the brain is filled with many, many negative thoughts. And if you're in it, if you're in that, you have to get it out of your brain. You have to literally dump your brain of these thoughts. So have a brain dump journal. And when you wake up, the first thing you do is just don't worry about punctuation. Don't worry about capitalization. Just dump everything out of your brain until you can't even write anymore. And then close it and go on with your day. And then eventually you're not going to feel the need for that anymore. And then what I did was I replaced that practice with a gratitude journal.
Okay, I was going to ask that first thing that sets up the gratitude part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So once I no longer, because you really will get to a point where you don't feel the need for that anymore. And now you're ready to actively practice gratitude. And for me, I don't know if what your 3 things is, but for me, I had a gratitude journal. I still have it. And every day I would wake up and I would write 3 things that I was grateful for. And it was a fascinating practice because first it's like big general things. But then the challenge is to constantly look for the good in everything. And it started getting to the most minuscule things. And it was just so fun.
And it's interesting. The brain doesn't know whether it's a monumental accomplishment or something so simple.
Yeah.
And I will mention in the neuroscience section, gratitude will affect parts of the brain that govern the neurotransmitters, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. That's a whole podcast in and of itself. So
we can come back and do the neuroscience of gratitude. That could be a whole other episode.
Yeah, I really wanted to show off and talk about the medial prefrontal cortex.
Why don't you save that for the neuroscience?
The anterior cingulate cortex, and my personal favorite, the ventral striatum. Which wraps around the corpus callosum. How's your corpus callosum?
It's hopefully crossing well.
Anyway,
crossing pathways well.
So the exercises, one is called 3 Good Things. So before you go to bed, write down 3 good things that happened that day. Then now this might be a little more challenging. Why each happened? So that's a little more thoughtful. Why? And then who contributed?
Can I just write down that's why, you see?
You can.
Because Bobby
Finn will be very happy to hear that. And then the 3, 2, 1, it's write down 3 good things that happened. 3. 2, write down 2 people that had a good impact on you that day and maybe contact one of them. And then 1, what was 1? I don't know.
What? Are you kidding?
What would you think it is?
Is this a joke? Are you challenging me right now?
Yes.
Pray? I mean, that would be it for me.
Could be pray. Look, it doesn't have to be like some diary journal with a lock and key.
Mine wasn't a lock and key. It was just a book.
Oh, just write some things down. And you know what else is good about that?
What?
Your phone's not necessary.
Yes.
Blue light is not necessary. This will go
That's
into
another episode.
This will go into, sleep.
Yep.
How should you prepare for sleep? Okay. Let's wrap it up and let's tie it in with best of your life.
Did you ever really establish the one?
I am the one.
In the end, there can only be one.
So tying it to best of your life, gratitude changes perspective. Are we in agreement with that?
Absolutely.
And a nice way to illustrate that, instead of saying, what do I lack? What have I been given?
Nice.
Isn't that a better way to live your life?
Much.
Gratitude reduces unnecessary suffering. Pain and disappointment are real. Gratitude ensures that those things don't become your identity.
Powerful.
And then, of course, it improves relationships and influences health. So let's answer the trivia question.
Okay.
And before we go, I'm going to tell you something that I came up with for something I was grateful for.
Okay.
So the trivia question answer is borborygmi.
I love that word.
Yes.
It's just so fun. It actually sounds like that. Yeah. It's almost like onomatopoeia.
I was obviously thinking about a lot of things that I'm grateful for, and you are on the top of the list. But, I was thinking about like little things. Mm-hmm. And here's a real example. I'm in the back of the office lasering somebody. And I hear what's going on in the front of the office. And I hear patients laughing. I hear you laughing. And man, am I grateful for that.
I love you.
Anything else you want to say? Oh, let's try to get the sign off right.
Oh gosh.
Okay?
What is it?
You are
Denise.
I'm Dr. Angelo. And remember, don't let your remaining years be just the rest of your life. Make them
the best of your life. I love you.
Things are truly better with us.